Hello, welcome to everyone in this video. This is day 16. Actually, in this series, we discussed the previous year question of IIT JAM in the chapter wise actually. So mechanics and general properties of matter. For the question asked in this year 2014, I JAM based on this portion we going to discuss in this video. If you want to watch the previous lecture, you can go through description box. Link are given there. And in this channel, we actually discuss in physics related different video mainly focused on the problem solution. Go to the next question. Actually, first question of this video, which says that the spherical ball of ice has radius r0 and is rotating with an angular speed omega about an axis passing through its center. So there is a ice ball. This is a ice ball, and this is rotate about in axis with frequency omega. At time t equal to 0, it start acquiring mass because the moisture around this. So is acquiring mass due to moisture. As a result, the radius increase with a function of r equal to like that. What is where alpha is constant? The curve the base describe the speed of the time. So angular speed, because due to angular momentum conservation, you can see that is I omega equal to constant. So omega is proportional to 1 by I and I is proportional to m r square. So this r square means this whole square. So this is the proportional, omega is proportional to 1 by t square. The nature of this curve is like that. So option B is the correct answer. Next question says the moment of inertia of a disk about a diameter is Im. The mass per unit area of the disk is proportional to the distance from its center. That is, the mass per unit area is proportional to the center. If the radius of the disk is r and its mass is m, then what is the value of Im? So I about the passing through the center, about the pass through the center and perpendicular to this plane. So this is dm into r square. Dm is the mass of the strip. So mass of the strip is nothing but 2 pi r dr into sigma and this r square. And what is so if you rearrange them, you will be get this one. So there will be sigma. Sigma is nothing but ar. Put this value integrating, you will be get this one. And what is the value of a? You get this value of a from this relation, that is total mass equal to sigma mass density per unit area, and this is the area of strip. So if you just put this value, that is value of sigma. If you put this value of sigma, so ar is the value of sigma, so cancel this sigma. So if you put this value of a, that is ar, so integrating, you will be get this value of a and put this value of a in this relation, you just get obtain this value, that is 3 by 5 m r square. So this is the momentum about the axis which is passing through the center and perpendicular this frame. Now if you want to find out the moment of inertia about the diameter, you know about the diameter due to symmetry these two are equal. So about the diameter will be half of that value. So just I by 2. This is the I and I by 2. So the answer will be option number C. I think clear. If there is any doubt, you must comment in the comment box. Go to the next one. Next question says 2 point N and S located in the northern and southern hemisphere respectively on the same magnitude. Projectile P and Q fired from N and S respectively towards each other. So this is the earth north and south, this is P and this is Q. Now if you throw this towards each other, that means this one. From the Coriolis force, you know that in the northern hemisphere the particle tended to right hand side. In northern in north right hand side 10, and in south the left side 10. When this particle moves in the northern hemisphere, the particle bend into right hand side, and when the particle move in the southern hemisphere, it bend in left hand side. So if you think this is a this move along to this one, because they move to each other. So along that one, right hand side is like that, and this left hand side is this. So they both are deflected towards west. So option number B is the correct answer. Next question. Two particles A and B, masses M 1 and one particle C with mass capital M kept on a x-axis on the order ABC. This is A, B, C. Small n, capital M. Its velocity is V. Particle A has a velocity V I cap. So along that direction, the velocity V. Consequently, there are two collisions, both which are completely inelastic. So it's collide with that, and after that it's collide with that. So they are inelastic. That's mean after collision, these two mass are combined, and there is no conservation of kinetic energy. But the linear momentum conservation is valid in the inelastic collision. So there is no problem to valid the inelastic the linear momentum conservation, but you cannot conserve the kinetic energy in inelastic collision. And the after collision, the masses will be added, right? So if net energy loss because of this collision is 7 by 8 of the initial energy, the value of capital M. So in the first collision, they two are collide. So after using the linear momentum conservation law, the mass into velocity before collision, after collision, the two are 2m into velocity capital V, taking this V, capital V. So capital V is small v by 2. Small v is the velocity of this mass before collision. In this next collision, after recombining these two, the mass will be 2m into velocity will be like that, and after collision, second collision, the mass will be 2m plus capital M into new velocity taken as b prime. So what will be the value of b prime? Equal to like that. So the velocity kinetic energy change, initial minus final, is nothing but 7 by 8 of initial kinetic energy. So if you take in the left hand side and this is in the right hand side, you will be get 1 minus 7 by 8, that is 1 by 8 EKI. Okay. So if you put this value 1 by 8 half m v square initial velocity and half m total mass into v prime square, that is the final velocity. So if you just put this value of v prime equal to like that, and after that capital V is nothing but v by 2. If you put this value and calculating, you will be get this m equals to 6m, capital M equals to 6m. So option number B is the correct answer. Next question. What is the maximum height above dashed line attained by the water stream coming out at B from the thin tube of the water tank assembly? So in this figure, so this is an assembly, and there is a tube length tube, and if you just eject this water, what will be the height from this level? This maximum height we need to find out. Okay. So from mechanical energy conservation, you know this kinetic energy and this potential energy at this level will be equal. That is the h prime. That is this position at that position. You will get the velocity at this position. Okay, like that. And this h max maximum height will be obtained from this projection of motion, projectile motion. This v square sin square theta by 2g. So v square is nothing but 2g h prime. You did not find out this value. Okay, you just put this and finally you will be obtain this value. So 2g h prime and this sin square theta sin 30 degree. This is 30 degree. Theta is given here 30 degree. So by 2g, so this is h prime sin 30 degrees, so this is half, so 1 by 4, 9 by 4, h prime is 9 by 9, because h prime is nothing but, this value is nothing but, sorry, h prime, h max. So what is the total value of this one? This h prime plus 1, this is the 1 okay, okay. You did not find this value of h prime. Okay, h prime is nothing but total age minus L sine theta. This is L sine theta. Okay, so this is 9 meter. So height, total height will be, this is age max 2.25 meter, and this is 1 already obtained. So this total height will be 3.25 meter. Next question says at an instant 3-point mass m, 2m, 3m. This 3-point mass m, 2m and 3m rest a horizontal surface and at the vertical equilateral triangle unit side length. Assuming g is the gravitational constant, the magnitude or direction of the torque on mass 3m on mass 3n about this point O at this instant, about this point. Okay. So you need to find out torque. That's mean you need to find out the net force on this particle and this perpendicular distance. Okay, so if you component these two things, you will be get f1 cos 30, f1 sin 30, f2 cos 30, f2 sin 30. What is the value of f1, f2? The attractive force between these two particles. F1 is g m into 3m by distance square. If you take this distance as a, if you take this side as a, okay, and f2 is the attractive force between these two particles, like that. So net perpendicular force will be, because these two force cannot making any torque, so perpendicular force will be like that: f2 cos 30, f1 f2 sin 30, f1 sin 30. If you minus these two things, you will be get net force. And you can see this torque is r cross f. So this is the r vector, this is the r vector along that direction, and this is the net force. So r cross f, if you obtain this, the direction of tau will be into the page, into the paper. Okay, and this magnitude will be like that: r is the distance, that is root 3 by 2a, that is the height of this triangle, and this f will be like that. So finally you will get this. So this is the value, and direction will be into the page. Clear? Next question. Two frame O and O prime are related motion. So in this, O prime is moving with speed c by 2, or c is the speed of light in frame O. Two separate events, x1 t1, x2 t2, but in frame O prime this event occurs simultaneously. Simultaneously means these two occur in the same time. With respect to S prime frame of O prime frame, these two happening, the T1 and T2 will be same in this O prime frame. So T1 prime equal to T2 prime in O prime frame. Okay, simultaneously mean they two occur in the same time. So if you just use this time formula in the rest frame, in the moving frame and moving frame, this will be the formula. Just put this value, and the velocity v equal to c by 2. So this will be the obtained, and just rearranging them, we will be get this value: x2 minus x1 by t2 minus t1 equal to 2c. Next question. Okay, that's it for today. In the upcoming session we will be discuss in the upcoming part, that is 13, 12 and so on. So this is all about me, and this is my contact detail. You can connect me with this telegram channel, and this is my YouTube channel details. Go to this channel, you will get different physics related videos and mathematics like this session. If you learn something from this session, share this video to your friends so that he or she also get benefit from this video. Subscribe this channel if you new in this channel. Those already subscribed, thanks for subscription. Press the bell icon to get notification of upcoming video. So take care, we'll meet in the next video as soon as possible. Thank you.